Good evening. A federal agency has rejected the Buffalo School District's plan to resolve discrimination in criteria-based schools. This comes after nearly a 2-year fight to end criteria-based admission. News 4's Allie Ingersoll is looking at where the district goes from here. Allie?
Callan, the U.S. Department of Education rejected the district's resolutions after the district failed to respond to a number of the recommendations they were given. And now, as another school year begins, parents and community leaders are still fighting to have their children accepted into schools where they can excel.
There needs to be a plan in place, something that can be done to help the other children coming along, to get them out of these horrible schools.
Patricia Elliott Patton filed a civil rights complaint against the Buffalo Public School District nearly 2 years ago after her daughter was denied admission to a top-performing school in the area. Elliott Patton discovered other kids in the area who aren't minorities and were in similar situations as her then 7th grader were welcomed into the school with no issue.
They don't want our children to be able to compete with their children, and as often as they can, press our children down. With an ink pen and paper, they can and they will. And as long as it's done quietly that way, it's fine. But as soon as you have a parent like me or Brother Sam or whomever that rise up against this thing, then there's a problem.
Student and parent advocate Sam Radford is standing up with Elliott Patton.
This decision and the district complying with it is very important to make sure that all children get the benefit without having to go to those extremes.
He says he feels the segregation and discrimination issue in the district hasn't been taken seriously the last 2 years.
For the school board to basically, as far as I'm concerned, willy-nilly those recommendations, say we're going to take this one but not that one. One thing depends on another thing. It was looked at to deal with the discrimination issue, to create opportunity. I mean, it was looked at holistically.
With a new superintendent, Dr. Kreiner Cash, in the district, he's hopeful to finally see some change.
The reason why this is critical is because Buffalo is also on an economic upturn. The reality is for, black and other minority children, even immigrant children, they're not prepared to take advantage of this opportunity.
Dr. Kreiner Cash sent out a letter to the school board members last week saying he has created a team to address the issues and to come up with a resolution. Now, if the resolutions are not met, the Department of Education could come in to run the district, and they could even suspend federal funding to the district here in Buffalo. The Department of Education has set a response deadline for September 15th. Live in the newsroom, Allie Ingersoll, News 4 at 6.